Welcome to The Changing Stage, music gear talk from the manufacturers and musicians who define the biz. Here's your host, Florentino Buenaventura.
All right, we are back with the Changing Stage radio show powered by the mighty Intertalk Radio Networks. Our partners over there at WS Radio Networks are also broadcasting us here. And we are here at the NAMM 2016 Summer and making it happen. And it's been amazing for us here. We've had the show. We just had on Rolly. We're going to be bringing them back here in a few short minutes. But we have our good friends over at Blackstar. We got Loren Molinar. Is that correct, Loren?
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. So we are. He's here and he's from Blackstar. Also, Korg is the parent company, right?
Well, Korg is a USA distributor of Blackstar being a UK company.
Yeah. You guys have incredible amps there, and it's just amazing. We are sponsored and partnered with our good friends over at Pitbull Audio, and we've got a special engagement that's going to be coming up from.
July is going to get off to a real bang. July 9th, Saturday at 3:00. We have Sen Corinne from Ministry coming into Pitbull Audio.
Yeah, right. It's going to be pretty amazing. We're looking forward to it. We're going to be talking to Sen. The hopes are that we're going to do a live broadcast with him at the show, so I don't think that should be too much of an issue. We're going to coordinate. You and I are going to coordinate.
Yeah. Sen likes to talk, and he's got a lot of great things to say. So he's a great guy. Yeah.
So we're looking at broadcasting that whole, the whole event, and it's really it's such a great place. I mean, the environment. It's more of a showroom than a store, I would say.
Yeah, I was down there a couple months ago for the first time, and I did not expect Pitbull Audio to be like that, and it just had this really cool vibe, more than just a walk-in retail music store, and definitely set up for clinics. And Sen's approach to when he does clinics, he'll play to some famous Ministry songs, but it's sort of like behind the scenes of the music, because there's a lot of cool Q&A that happens, and he loves meeting young players too, because he talks about, I mean, these days the music scene has changed a lot, with Spotify versus major record companies and bands getting record deals, so he has some amazing insight for that stuff.
Yeah, and that's what we're looking forward to here. Is this is going to be a really phenomenal clinic. Now, you're showing some great products here at the 2016 NAMM here in Summer, Nashville.
Yeah, we've got a full array of all the Blackstar products, from hand-wired artisan amps and the Series 1 that Sen uses. But at this show, we have the Artist 15 and Artist 30, which is very kind of boutique amps, low gain, so it's a perfect platform for boutique pedals. And when I walked into Pitbull Audio, for example, they have these nice glass showcases full of boutique pedals, so these amps are perfect for that. We also have the new ID Core 100 watt 150 watt stereo combos, and like a couple years ago we had the ID Core 10, which changed the industry because it's a stereo amp that just is mind-blowing. So now you got them to the stage, and in fact, I mean, you have $349 for the 100 watt, $449 street price for the 150. So you can go from the living room to the stage now. And a week and a half ago, I was in Michigan visiting Ted Nugent, and he's starting his U.S. tour with those 150 watt combos with 4x12s.
Wow!
But and Ted's been at it a long time.
Just a little bit of time, right? Since the 70s, man. I think he started in the
late 60s with Amboy Dukes. But he's out using these. And in fact, he'll be in California area the first week of July. I think he's playing San Diego. He's doing 5 shows in L.A. But that goes to show you, even though the amp is very cost-effective, you got a guy like Ted Nugent playing him, which is he doesn't have to. It's all about the tone.
I'll say that Blackstar is all about having balls in that sound, man. We can say balls on the air.
It's funny. Can you be all things to all people? Can it be a switch Swiss Army knife of tone, but even the high gain amps that Sin and those guys use in Ministry or Gus G with Ozzy. That same amp's being used by Michael Carter and Luke Bryan's band from Nashville here.
Yeah. So we actually did a video preview yesterday with one of your guys there, and it was pretty stellar on what he was able to show with us. I loved, he did a lot of, a little bit jazzy. He did crunch it up a little bit, but he's more of a jazz player, so you could actually use the amps for, from one extreme to another.
Well, that's what I say, Swiss Army knife of tone, because it's, when you're designing amps and stuff, I think it's easy to come up with an amp that distorts. But not a lot of companies can get an amp that has pristine, clean sounds, and Blackstar does that.
And I think that's really important. And now, are all these amps going to be what Sin demonstrates over there at Pitbull Audio? What kind of things can people expect at that point?
Sin plays the Series 1 amps. I think he'll have a 104 6L6 or EL34. But I know Pitbull has the artist amps there. I'm there kind of being, the Blackstar guy to kind of, talk with everybody about the amps. I think anybody coming should try out the artist amps with some of the cool boutique pedals at Pitbull. And, but what to expect from a Sin clinic? Some loud Ministry songs, some head banging, some great chats, insightful about guitar techniques, the music industry. It's all wrapped up in one, and it's like pretty amazing.
I'm really excited about this event. When Calvin over there at Pitbull was telling me that you guys are going to be there, I said, "Oh, we got to get involved. We got to do a broadcast." Ministry has been doing this for a long time. They really, and Sin is, at that sound.
Yeah. Right after the Pitbull July 9th event, he's hitting the road. They're doing the Chicago Open Air Festival, then doing Minneapolis, and then they're playing Cleveland down the block from the Republican National Convention. So that will be an intense weekend of those guys out on the road. So
that's sounds like it's going to be intense. It'll be fun to hear what the Republicans say about that rocking show.
Well, Al Jorgensen, it's like oil and water, right? I don't know.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Now, Loren, how did you get into this business, man? It's a crazy business, and a lot of people want to know, how do they become part of a company like Blackstar?
Well, I'm a musician myself. Grew up in Detroit, played all around the U.S., came to L.A., got a record.
What do you play?
Play guitar.
Play guitar.
Had bands of the Dogs back in Detroit, who I still have, but ended up getting a record deal on Geffen Records with a band called Little Caesar. Like 1990, we did a lot of touring with Kiss. Kind of had 15 minutes of fame, as Andy Warhol said. Nirvana came out, the music scene changed. I had gotten married. And I was wondering what I could do. Went to my first NAMM show in Anaheim.
Anaheim, okay.
I don't know. It was mid '90s or whatever. I don't know. And I realized all the guys at companies were musicians. Everybody from the music store was musicians. And so I got a job at Groove Tubes, went to Line 6, ESP Guitars. And it's great. I love this industry because it kept me around the music. I still go tour. Little Caesar just came back from Europe.
Oh, nice.
2.5-week tour of Spain, Germany, France. So I still play, but the music scene's changed a lot from bands getting record deals and stuff. And I approach music as I did from day one. It's an endowment for the arts,
Yeah. So what do you think of this current market that we're in with I know that the record, they had a record-breaking year at NAMM 2016 Winter NAMM, and this seems like it's a great turnout. This is my first, Nashville NAMM. So, how do you think that the industry's kind of shaping up right now? What's your thoughts on that?
Well, it's been, I think, 3 years since we've been at the summer show, and it's great to be back here. It seems more alive than ever, so I think it's coming back here. I think. I think in the current status of the world, live music means more now than it ever has. Even though musicians really don't make that much money, and record sales, you don't make money, with streams on Spotify. That being said, everybody loves to see a live entertainment. So, and I think the winter show, summer show, and just live music in general, it's just rocking.
Yeah, I think music instruments are picking up. Again, Pitbull's our sponsor, but one of the things I like about them is they recognize that they've predominantly been an online company, but the beauty part about it is that they also have that showroom where we're going to be having Sin do his thing, and that makes it. I think that makes a difference because that keeps them in touch with the musicians. It really gives them a sense of what these people, their customers are like. Because if you're just an online company, I think it kind of detracts, and people can't have that tactile thing where they go in and play a Blackstar amp, or like we just had Rolly here, where you could play this keyboard that is different than what you've ever played before, and that's still really important. And they support brands that are they really take they take different types of brands, and they support them whether you're big or you're coming up. Like I said, and I think that's really important for.
Well, it's a sense of community, I think, between the musicians to the other players, customers of like Pitbull, and there's nothing like the live experience. That's like coming to the NAMM show. You get to come up to these smaller booths rather than Anaheim and meet the guys from the companies, chat about the gear. So the one-on-one experience between two people talking is great. And I think music is the one thing that ties all our cultures together more than ever now.
Yeah, I definitely agree, because I think it's, and the fact that it is universal. Even though you've got some countries that have semitones and different things like that, it's still the combination and the way that makes you feel, and the way the some of the expressiveness of it, and the gear to be able to have that, to be able to, the tools that you're going to be able to make that music is really important, and the people to kind of see that and make sure that they are, they really are, they're being powered. And I think you guys are doing a great job at that. Do you have any other products that you guys foresee in the future that you can mention, or if you tell all of our listeners, you'll have to kill them?
Well, Blackstar over the last 2 or 3 years has released a lot of groundbreaking products. There's lots of stuff in the planning stages that who knows what the winter show Anaheim's going to bring. But leave it to Blackstar. There's lots of stuff in the pipeline.
Yeah. Now, who are some of the other touring artists that you have? Obviously, Sin's there from Ministry. Then you mentioned the Nuge. Who are some of the other players that are playing Blackstar?
Well, in the city like Nashville, we have Michael Carter and Luke Bryan's band.
Okay.
Selling out stadiums everywhere. Thomas Rhett, another Nashville guy. We have Bob Mould on the independent scene. Bob Mould's playing Blackstar. We have the Descendants, the premier American punk rock band with the first album out in 15 years. Speaking of punk rock, Blackstar, the first week of August, is sponsoring the Rebellion Festival in Blackpool, England, with Descendants, the Addicts from UK. We're backlining all the stages. You've got, let's see, my mind's a little foggy here, but we have, Billy Gibbons has played Blackstar. Tons of people. If I ever had to think about all the name people that we've had actually on the radio network, I get to like 5 and I'm done. Yeah, you can stop by the booth and I'll show you our brochure. And there's like hundreds there, but the cool thing about Blackstar, because it has such a wide array of tones, that we have artists in every music category. Yeah.
So. Now, how can people find out? Obviously, they can go to their dealers like a Pitbull Audio. What's the URLs for Blackstar?
BlackstarAmps.com.
BlackstarAmps.com. That's pretty simple. And are you guys partnered with any guitar companies? Do you guys work like hand in hand with any guitar companies?
We have lots of friends in the industry. I mean, our good friends at Gibson loaned us a white Les Paul, the White Angel that I have in the booth here in Nashville. Nice. That I want to take her home. And then if you go out on the Gibson tour bus that's outside the hall here, there's ID Core 10s in the back of the bus. So if you go try a SG or Les Paul, you can play through a Blackstar. We have some good friends all over the place. Yeah,
that's awesome. And for you personally, what kind of guitar do you play? And do you marry it with different versions of the amps?
You know what? I play a lot of Gibsons. I have SGs, Les Paul Specials, ES335s. I have Rickenbackers that I love. Some Fenders, depending on the tune and stuff. But primarily Gibson SGs is my weapon of choice.
Oh, yeah. There you go. A little bit of an Angus Young flavor.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's it. Give them that crunch rock and roll. And, here at the show, have you seen any new instruments that you thought were unique that that would just kind of caught your attention? Yeah,
I haven't honestly had that much time this afternoon. I'm going to walk the show a bit more, but I stopped by the Guild guitar booth, and they have a reissue of one of the melted SG type guitars. I don't know the model. Yeah. With a tremolo arm on it and stuff. It's really unique because when I was growing up, I loved those guitars. So it was a great Guild solid body with like cool pickups on it. It was great, really cool. I would check it out.
Well, Loren, I really appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. I'm looking forward to hanging out with you in San Diego. We'll have to go out and get some eats and something like that. Will you be there earlier?
Yeah, I'll be coming down with Sin.
Yeah.
I'll be his road manager for the day.
Awesome. Well, we're going to have a great time over there at Pitbull Audio. Everyone, if you're in San Diego, come on out. If you're in Nashville, make your way down to San Diego. It's not that far, right?
Yeah, booth 1458, Blackstar.
Blackstar. So stay tuned. We'll be right back in a few short minutes to finish up with Raleigh here. Thank you very much, Loren.
Thank you so much.
All right. So, hey, folks, just want to let you know, make sure you take a look at Pitbull Audio at pitbullaudio.com. We are going to be taking a break here, and this has been the Changing Stage radio show powered by Intertalk Radio and our good friends over at WS Radio Network. Stay tuned for a little bit more of the NAMM show.
Which sandwich is healthy and tasty? Which sandwich can come on bread or in a bowl? Which sandwich comes 51 different ways, so it's always your way? A which sandwich. Stop into our shop in Hazard Center. We're upstairs from the Hazard Center Digiplex. Bring in your movie ticket. We will add a free drink and chips to your sandwich order. Or order online at whichwich.com, and we will have it ready and waiting. WHICHWICH. Whichwich.com.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit moesguitars.com or their Facebook page. MOZEguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. Pitbullaudio.com.